Hi, happy Tuesday. I'm back in my own apartment, thankfully. Have fun on your train. I'm gonna go on a train. I got my Legos. I'm finishing the moon. I'm just putting these curved pieces on this flat piece. Like this. And that's going on the back of this thing. Like that. And then this is going on this platform on the yellow piece. If I can do it without breaking it again. As it exploded last time I did anything to it. Here we go. Cute. Anyways, let me get into this game. I edited a video, a YouTube video, so that will be coming out tomorrow. Hello, game. Thank you. I'm probably just going to explore today, because I don't feel like doing the Zora area, which I somehow ended up doing last time. Why am I in a tree? I don't really know where to go. Hi, Rye. Thank you for lurking. I don't know where to go. Maybe I'll go over here. I don't know. But yeah, I have a video coming out on YouTube tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'm gonna record more videos and also edit my video for Saturday. This gets more fascinating the more I look at it. It seems that shape holds some special meaning. Oh, I was so engrossed in my work that I didn't realize I had a fellow traveler to converse with. In case you couldn't tell, I'm a painter. I travel the world in search of beautiful sights. These mysterious floating islands are only the most recent to catch my eye. I was just painting that small island there, as a matter of fact. Granted, you can't see it very well when the clouds are in the way. Ever since the upheaval, the sky has been filled with floating islands, but none has caught my fancy so much as that exquisitely shaped one there. I can't quite explain it, but it feels as though it's speaking to me somehow. Why are the floating islands up there? It can't hurt to take a little time out of your day to stop and think about it. Okay. You probably want something from me, but he's not gonna get something. Oh. I should have snuck up on them. I can't see! I don't know, do I have a good weapon on me? Oh, I killed him, okay. Can I take this, please? No. He fell. I think. Ice breath? They didn't even have anything. I don't know where to go. I'm gonna kill these guys. Hi, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for the follow. Hi, I'm Cupid. I play Nintendo games. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Let me give you a follow and a shout out. I don't know if I have anyone here to do it. What were you guys playing? Thank you for the follow. I just started playing this again last week. I also love Zelda. I play Zelda a lot here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why was he standing there? I've played most Zelda games here on my channel. Except for like a few of them. Forza Horizon 6, I don't know what that is. We weren't deforesting Japan? Oh wow. Not the 0 proxies. I don't know why it starts at 0. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to do things. I also don't know what I'm doing in this game. It's a driving game. I play Mario Kart. That's about all the driving I do. Let me talk to this guy. So on my channel, I'm playing this, Tears of the Kingdom, and are you gonna talk to me? And Xenoblade 2. I also grew up with Nintendo. My favorite Mario Kart is the Wii. Oh, I don't know what he said. Oopsies. Cliffs around here are so high, I'll have to take the long way around. Wish I had wings like the Rito do. It'd be so easy to just fly over the cliffs then. Oh, well, that sucks. I don't know what he wants from me. I've never played Double Dash. Don't cancel me. I think my second favorite is probably Mario Kart 7. I played that a lot on the 3DS. Thank you for the follow! I also like Mario Kart 8. And I like, Mario Kart World's okay, I guess. I got to play Mario Kart World early last year because Nintendo so kindly picked me to go to their Switch 2 event in New York. Thank you for the follow. It was pretty cool. Is Double Dash on NSO? I don't think it is it? Hi! Hi, Hero Guster. Welcome in. How are you? Why is there, like, nothing over here? Where's the shrines at? Where am I going, also? I'm gonna get in trouble, I think. Mario Kart Wii, I think, had the best battle mode, unfortunately. I played Coin Battle online so much. I miss it. It's not on NSO, that's horrible. Nintendo, please. I want to play it. I want that. Why do they not have chests or anything for me to collect? I feel like I'm gonna get killed over here. But I'm gonna go here anyways. Oh! I don't know where my Lechonk is. I have the little one over here, hold on. I have little Lechonk. I don't know, where's my- oh, he's all the way over there on my other desk. Thank you, I got them on Amazon. What? Little Chonk? I had Lechonk in my Violet playthrough, and I named him CM Chonk. Or CM Chunk. I don't remember. Something like that. Was it Chunk or Chonk? Chonk? Rudo Canyon Pass. Oh, are they gonna kick me out? Do I have to get the, like, the little outfit in this game?
Saba Saba. Ah.
I trust you. Go on past. Oh, thank you. Anything over here? Hey. Oh. Sorry if I seem disappointed. I just thought our friends might have returned. Nenia and I lost sight of 3 of our friends on the road in Gerudo Canyon. We had agreed to meet here if we got separated, but there's still no sign of them. The longer they're gone, the more worried I get. What if they're lost or hurt? They're experienced travelers. I'm sure they'll be fine. They probably stopped to rest in a cave or under some shade along the road, since the canyon gets so hot during the day. Not to say they'll travel faster at night. It gets so cold, they might have to start a fire to keep them from freezing. But they'll be back in due time. We just have to be patient. I hope you're right. I have to find them. Oh, I woke him up. I'm sorry. Make sure you rest up so your mind and body are ready for whatever the next day might hold. The temperature will get you if you aren't careful. Will it? I got my cute little hat on. I think I'll be okay. Why is there, like, nothing going on? There is no shrines, like, anywhere. I could use my map on my phone, but I don't know. Last time I tried to do that, it didn't work. Do Koroks not hide under rocks in this game? That didn't kill you. It killed all your friends. Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that. I actually wanted to collect those. Oh. I have no good weapons. Fire breath? Oh, that's why he didn't die. Well, thank you again for the raid. Oh, that's probably not gonna work. Have some good food. I'm also hungry. I'm always hungry when I start stream. I'm gonna go get these guys. What are you doing? Hello? Yeah. Oh. Is Crosby over there? What in the world? Can you not do that, please? Because it's a cool shield. I want that. It looks funny. So can you, like, make, like, weapons or something in this game? I don't want this. Or the things you fly with, because I have, like, cloth. I don't really understand this game. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. You hit me. Why did that take so long? Really? Do I have... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Do I have something gold? This? Oh, I missed. There we go. I'm not meaning to do that. I just want to pick this up. Hi, Shiny Brad. I was lurking in your stream earlier. Welcome in. I was lurking while I was editing my YouTube video. What's going on in here? Please leave me alone for 2 seconds. Oh my, what? Do I shoot it? I don't know what to shoot it with. I don't know. And it broke. Can you hand me my Guardian amiibo? Can I even use amiibos in here? I can. I'm gonna do that. I don't know why, but I want to. Right there. Thank you. Here's the Guardian. My only amiibo. Please don't roll off the side.
Yep.
Thank you. Can I use that to open these? Yes. Oh no. I think the Guardian was a lot better in Breath of the Wild because you got like the ancient stuff. I think I need to use my all amiibo for this game. Why are there no Koroks under the rocks? I've lost my path. I don't really know where I'm going now. Oh, please don't look at me. I don't know if those are the fire breather ones. I like how they just explode. That's great for me. Already badly damaged? Great. Oh, they had a chest. Finally, something. Need those. Where even am I? Oh, he's getting hot. Can I just take my clothes off? Will he be okay? Is he okay now? What was that? Huh? What was it? This looks like a Korok. I think he's still getting hurt. Okay. Sure. I'm just gonna go over here, I guess. And now he's naked. I saw on TikTok that if you like walk up to NPCs while you don't have clothes on in this game, they've got some funny like text lines. Now he's gonna be cold. He just can't regulate his temperature. I would personally still be cold if I was wearing that. Probably eat something. Hey. Oh, won't he be my friend now because I have this hat? No. Are we not friends? Aw. Oh, he's so cute. I can't kill him, he's too cute. Oh, he's gonna follow me. Okay. He's like, I don't know. You don't really look like one of me. He's still following me? He's still following me. I'm gonna kill his friend. He might not like me anymore. Where'd he go? Oh, I don't have, okay. Why have I not found, like, any shrines? There's a lot going on over here. I don't know what's best to kill these guys with. Not that. What about this eyeball? Yes. Or not. Oh, wow. Okay. Please don't throw things at me. That's not doing anything. Okay. What's this? No. I'm going down there. What the heck? Oh my god, I don't want to be here anymore, actually. I'm scared. They're gonna kill me. That's crazy. I knew that wasn't gonna go well. Oh my god. Stop! Who's doing that? I didn't know you could breathe fire. Stop! Stop! Help! I want out of here. I didn't know they could do that. It's crazy. Maybe I could find Tulin. I never found Tulin. Which I don't even know. I need to go here. I don't even know how to get to Tulin anymore. Is Tulin a boy or a girl? I'm actually not sure. Oh, there's a Korok right there. Bye-bye. I genuinely don't know where to go. Because it's been like 3 months since I started this. I guess I'll hear it. That's cute. Do you guys know where Tulin is? Please stop singing. Please, I don't want to read right now, thank you. I want to go up. I don't remember where I started the quest. Where do I go? There's a Korok over there. That was easy. Yahaha. I have 16 Korok seeds. If I'm remembering correctly, I think the quest started near a tower. Was it all the way over there? So I could just teleport. I keep, like, getting lost when I try to do this. Like, I make a wrong turn. The tower was just at. Is it this one? It is this one. Are you here because you spotted the bonfires? The blizzard makes it hard to see where you're going, so we keep these bonfires going as a beacon for lost travelers. They eat up a lot of firewood, but it's worth it. You can spot them even from up in the air. Though as proud as I am of them, they can't beat the spotlights set up around that fancy Skyview tower. It won't warm you up like a bonfire will, but it's hard to beat it for size and sheer brightness. The Hylians are pretty incredible to have built something so impressive. Thanks, that doesn't help me. I also feel like I've read that dialogue so many times. He was protecting the village where the children are so that I can keep things going here. Whether it's figuring out the source of this weird weather or scrounging food day and night, everyone's pitching in. But don't feel like you're intruding, bud. If there's anything you want to know, you can ask me. Where's Tulin? Tulin is with Jasane and Lesa, looking for food at the Hebra South Summit Cave. The blizzard hasn't hit the caves as hard, so you can still find fish and mushrooms inside them sometimes. The cave they were headed out is northeast, up the mountain road past the cliff out front. There's a bonfire burning at the cave's entrance if you need a landmark to find it. Okay. I just need to find a bonfire. I don't like how slow he runs here. It's a bonfire. But I don't think that's where she is. Or they are. I don't know. It's dangerous to wander these snowy mountains in this weather. You only get one life, you know. My friends are in the middle of gathering provisions at Hebra South Summit Cave, which is farther up from here. There are glowing mushrooms and fish to be had in there, which is better than nothing. They keep a bonfire going at the cave entrance, so if the cold gets too much for you, look for the cave and warm up there. Thank you. Link, please run faster. Where are my... Hello? Why does that guy have a book bag on? Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Aren't we friends? Ah! Oh my god, why do they not like me? I have to kill them. This is horrible. Why do I have no good weapons? And they're not gonna break. Oh my god. Here! again. Please don't shoot me. Give me your fruit. But you can't do that to me again. Get a wooden stick as a weapon. I hope I'm still going the right way. Head northeast. I feel like I'm going northeast. What a disaster. I came all this way to scrounge mushrooms and now this. I'll never get to the deep parts of the cave with a messed up wing. Where's Tulin? He's out at another cave, gathering food with Jasane in them. There's a bonfire marking the entrance. You'll find it eventually. You go west down the mountain slope. You start freezing on your way there. Take a minute by the fire to warm up. See, this is where I get lost. Is it that way? I think it's the other way. Which is the way I always go, and then I get lost. I feel like I'm kind of nervous to even find Tulin. I feel like I'm gonna go straight into whatever this area is. Not the whiz robe. Maybe that's a sign I'm going the right way. Maybe not. I feel like there's no way it's this far from where I just was. I'm lost. How the heck do I get that? Can like climb there? Or I can maybe ascend? Hello? I did it! I'm so smart. That really did nothing to you, did it? Why do my weapons just break so fast? Here. Why is there like wind blowing? Is that a sign that I'm close to Tulin? Is that my sword doing that? I don't understand. Is it this guy? Hey, I'm coming up there with you. Why did I have to kill them? That seems like a Korok. Wait, stop rolling. Can I make a snowman? Stop. 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 Probably not. This isn't Animal Crossing. Oh. Okay. I probably want that. There's a stable over there. I do feel like I've strayed too far away from wherever Tulin is. I've been to this stable. I think I have a horse in this game. It's been so long since I played this. I started it, and I played it like 5 times, and then I stopped for like 3 months. Let me guess, you have business in Rito Village as well? Well, sorry to disappoint you, but the bridge is down. There's no way across. Since the newspaper ran an article about the Rito food shortage, supply shipments have started to arrive, which is great. But with no bridge, there's no way to transport the goods to the Rito. I'm at my wit's end here. It's so cold, especially now that the sun's gone down. I might have to throw another Hylian pine cone on the fire. Those things burn hot. Last time I stoked the fire with one, it caused a gust of wind that made my bangs all frizzy. Recently, that guy, Gally, tossed one onto the fire next to some newspapers. The papers, they got caught up in the gust of wind and flew all the way to Rito Village. There's no way to treat the written word. Oh, where was the bridge? There. My nose is running. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Can I lift the bridge? Wingless visitors cross at your own peril. I assume he's gonna fall here. Yeah, now I'm dead because he's gonna fall into this water. Please, Link, please do what I want you to do. Jump? No. Oh my god. What is your problem? I wanted him to jump and then fly over here. Well, that didn't work. Oh my god, Link. Let me not be impatient. Link! Please climb the wall. Oh, I probably could have ascended. I'm gonna try that. That's a lot quicker. I don't know how he made that. I do want to try putting one of these pine cones on here. Oh, that's how I get over there. Okay. I get it. Okay, I just walked into the fire. That's really not how I do that. Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I think I went in a big circle. And I did not find Tulin. I don't know. I guess I don't know what west means. I can't find Tulin. He said west down the slope. Where is the slope? What? Wait, is that it? Was it here the entire time, next to the shrine that I've been to? Wow. Why didn't I find it whenever I did that shrine? Didn't think I'd be seeing anyone else with these mountains anytime soon. In these mountains. Well, with the blizzard and all. I'm here because it's a good place to find food for my people. Why are you here? Oh, wow. Looking for Tulin, huh? Fair enough. He's further in this cave with Jasane. They're scavenging for food. Tulin is a boy, okay. No, I'm not going to show you the way. I need to keep an eye on what we've amassed so far. Be on your guard. There's a creature in that cave that hops around on the walls. It probably won't bother you if you stay away from it. Good luck finding Tulin. Where is this creature? What just happened behind me? What's that noise? I don't think I have anything. What? Oh, it's this thing. I'm just gonna ignore him. I don't know how you make a fire. That's how I'm gonna make a fire. Oh, my bow broke, not my... I don't know. What do? Pine cone? Hey, that's mean. Don't do that. Link, please! Link. I need to eat food. Hopefully he cannot follow me any further. Where do I go? Tulin's not here either? What are we going to do with that boy? It's just like him to fly off on his own and leave all the food we collected behind. Oh. Is Tulin not even in here? Well, I'll be. What is a Hylian doing all the way up here in such a fierce blizzard? You're here to talk to Tulin, eh? You just missed him, unfortunately. Our task was to scavenge food in this area, but we just saw a flock of monsters fly past outside the cave. The same ones that have been sighted around the village lately, in fact. I told the owner... I told the others we should return right away to report them, but Tulin clearly wasn't listening at all. He said, I'm gonna follow them back to their nest, and flew off alone before I could protest. Protest? If you leave the cave and head north, oh my god, you can spot a lone cedar tree on Talento Peak. That's where we saw the monsters. Okay. No doubt Tulin followed them there. I know he thinks he's unbeatable, but he really shouldn't be taking these chances. Lord Tulin. Maybe these signs will tell me where to go. Oh, it's just this guy. Never mind. Why is he...
Ah.
My bad. That's weird. Where am I going? Oh, he's not gonna make that. That's crazy, Link. I could just walk this way, I guess. It said go north, right? Link. Link, I know you can walk right there. What the heck? Oh, I'm going up here, I think. Maybe. Link, what is your problem? I found you, stupid monster. What? Link? Where did you come from? What happened? Oh, you see, that rotten monster took my good bow. See, that's the bow napper. I've got to get it back. Help me out, Link. Okay. Really? Thanks. Did you know I can blow a strong gust of wind anywhere I feel like? I'll do it for you too. That way you can glide over to where that monster went. Just tell me where to point the gust and I'll make it for you. When Tulin's aura is charged, he can create a stream of wind that blows straight forward. This can be used for bursts of speed while paragliding. Okay.
Strong wind. Yeah.
I'm scared. I don't know how good I'm gonna be with Tulin. Come here. Come here. That was easy.
Oh.
There we go. I owe you big time, Link. Without you, my bow might have been lost for good. Uh-oh. Oh no. There's more of them. Alright, they're not gonna make a fool out of me twice. Let's go get them together. Okay. Rude. I just got here. Hold on. Let me figure out what I'm doing. Oh, dang. I didn't realize he was that strong. We did it. Hey look, I think this might have been a hideout for those monsters.
Oh.
Was that the wind? It couldn't have been. There's no way. Must have been something else. Hey, Tulin, Link. Huh? Hi.
Oh.
There was some impressive teamwork, you two. If that was. I can't read. Aw, you saw that, Hearth? Talk about embarrassing. I didn't listen when Jasane tried to stop me. I thought I could handle it. But I just ended up losing my favorite bow to those stupid things. I thought I was fully fledged, but there's probably no way I could have gotten it back on my own. But now you see why we were treating you like a small chick. Yeah, you were right. It really is important to work as a flock. I think I finally get what Dad has been trying to tell me all this time. Is that all there is to the story? It seems unlike you to let your bow be taken, Tulin. Oh yeah, funny story about that. There was this whole thing with Princess Zelda. I spotted her getting attacked by that monster. By a monster. It was such a surprise that I dropped my guard and it stole my bow. But I guess she was fine, because then she zoomed up above that cloud. What? Princess Zelda flew above the cloud? How can that be? My abs are gonna start soon. Seems like a stretch, but we're not going to get to the bottom of it sitting around here. Tulin, Link came out here looking for Princess Zelda. You should go with him and investigate the cloud you say the princess soared into. Huh? But I thought I wasn't allowed. Got a report before coming here. We think it's likely that the blizzard is coming from inside that cloud after all. I want to see for myself as soon as I can, but the strong winds make any approach from the sides impossible. The only way in is through the top, but... There's not a Rito alive capable of crossing the stormy sky and making it all the way there. Well, except for one. I'm talking about you, Tulin. Only you have the skill and training to create gust at will. Tulin will be the finest Rito warrior of all once he understands the value of working with his allies. You know who said that to me? Your old dad, Tiba. Dad said that? Yep, and I'll make sure he knows what you accomplished here today. Now it's time you go with Link to find Princess Zelda and whatever's causing this blizzard. No problem, the two of us together have got this. I saw Princess Zelda up on the Sky Islands near Hebrew Peak. Let's check there first. Link, Tulin, we're counting on you. Okay. Map, please. Lord. Falcon bow. What incredible teamwork. My ad started. I'm gonna take a break. I will be back. I'm back. I honestly don't even know how to get to this guy. I'm not gonna lie. Can I make Tulin go up? No. I guess we're climbing. Link, climb please. Link! Why does he not want to do what I need him to do? Link. Link! Oh my god. Dylan, come here.
I'm all set.
That's not really where I wanted that to go. But okay, that didn't help me at all. That's crazy.
Strong wind. Now.
Oh, there's a chest right there. I guess I'm going the right way. I don't know. Oh my god. Where's Tulin?
Here it goes.
I don't like how they're like surrounding me. Why can't I just use them? Like in Breath of the Wild. Is Crosby chewing on something? Crosby. Oh, he's gonna shoot me back. That's crazy. Do you know where Crosby is? Hello? Yeah, do you know where Crosby is? I think he's chewing on something. I don't have anything by me. I think he stopped. I don't hear it anymore. Do I have to fight this guy? He's gonna drop a snowball on me? Please don't do that. There's two of them. They're gonna make me into a snowman. That's the other one. I don't know how I got that. Maybe I should have done Zora first. Not very good at flying. Oh, hello. If only it were possible to find out what's inside of this blizzard. Oh? Why, if it isn't Tulin, I was too focused on the cloud to notice you. But if you've come here, that means...
Oh.
Yep, they said I could go up there.
Oh.
I knew it. Something told me you were the best one for this mission. Everyone has admired your wind gust technique since you first demonstrated it. You may be the only Rito capable of rising above that cloud to find the truth among the turbulent skies. Give it your best shot. I'll be here watching for your return. Thanks. Between Link and me, you won't be disappointed.
Yes.
You... Doesn't really help for very long.
All right.
Please, thank you. No. My uncropped redone video. Reduds are the best. Specifically the Wind Waker ones. Those are my favorite. And I have an emote. My redud emote. Where the heck do you want me to go now? That way? There's no way I'm making that.
Leave it to me. Now.
Link! What the heck? Thank you for subscribing. Oh, I'm home now. I can actually do stuff for that. I'll try this Kit Kat. I don't know what it is. It's got a ghost on it, I think, that says love. I don't know. It kind of smells like a candle. I don't think any of these Kit Kats I have been good so far. It tastes like a candle too. I don't know what that is. Why would they make it candle flavored? It tastes like what Bath and Body Works smells like. Candle cat, yes. That is what they should call it. I don't know how to make this. Oh, I think I have to build a fire, maybe? At least it would help. Maybe I don't have to, but... Is this how you build a fire? I don't know. The flint didn't work, so... I forgot buttons. How do I shoot things? That. Pull and move. Oh, I need a pine cone now. Link, why would you do that? There's no way I make this, right? Is this really the way I'm supposed to go? I think I have stamina food. Oh, it's getting really cold. That's not good. Oh wait, did it want me to ascend into this? I don't think Link can climb under this. Oh no, I'm gonna try that. I'm so silly. That's crazy. I keep forgetting I can ascend. Oh, there's a little ship. That's cute.
Hey.
Link. It was around here that I saw Princess Zelda. But now, I don't know where she could have gone.
Oh.
Hmm? What is that? What is that thing? Oh, she really wants to go over there. Well, I'm gonna go up here first, so I can jump onto it.
Oi!
Hey, wait for me!
Oh.
Look at that! Oh, she won't let me. Okay, it's a boat.
Oh?
Huh?
Come,
Oh.
come to
Um,
me.
whose voice was that? Was it coming from somewhere up there? This looks scary. I don't think I'm gonna be good at this. Whoa, do you see that thing inside the cloud? Is that another boat? But it's huge. There's tons of those little flying boats too. You know what it reminds me of?
Hmm.
A line of ships soaring, built as a passage skyward. Skyward sword? The god ascended to heaven, leaving behind an ark. This whole thing is just like the song of the Stormwind arc.
Oh!
Was that children's song true after all? You heard that strange voice too, right, Link? I'm sure I heard it say, "Come to me."
Ah.
It's like it was calling us up there. I don't see anything around here that would lead us to Princess Zelda. Maybe she went over to that ship.
Huh.
Well, nowhere to go but up. Come on. Okay, so I don't have to go there. Nowhere to go but up. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that to happen. I'm not expecting the trampoline. I'm not very good at the shrines here, so this might take me a while. Downward force. What? Oh no. I don't have a weapon, that's crazy. He didn't leave me anything. Oh no. This is making me nervous. Oh, that could have been bad. I assume that goes to something. I'm just gonna go here. That was fun. I really did want more hearts before I went to the next area. But it seems like that is not how it worked out. I feel like I'm speedrunning. Okay. There's no way I make this. Or I do make it, okay. I don't know which way to go. Why is Link wanting to dive to his death so badly? That's so rude. Please don't push me off here. Oh, there's a Korok over there. But how do I get back up if I do that? Oh, I can go over there. Maps? I don't know. Oh no. I was too confident. I shouldn't have done that. Do I risk it? Maybe I should come back. Map. I'm gonna put a leaf. Oh god, I forgot to glide. Please don't kill me. Oh my god, that's a lot of hearts. I have no food. God. He's already coming at us. That's crazy. I'm running out of weapons, arrows, food. Am I even prepared to do whatever I'm about to do? I can send. Or not. Okay. Lynn, why can't you just carry me up here? That would be cool. All he does is push wind. There's still more to go. I feel like, what is that game called? Only Up or something? That's what I feel like I'm playing. Is that what it's called?
Leave it to me.
Am I gonna make... I don't think I can climb on that. Hello? I don't know what to do here, to be honest. Only Up. Well, this is my first experience with something like that. No, Link, I want you to let go. Oh my god, I want him to let go and fly. How do I make him do that? Like that. I'm not gonna have any weapons by the time I get to where I'm going. Portable pot? Okay. I don't know. I guess I don't go up there now. I'm kind of scared. I don't think I'm gonna make this. Okay, I'm good. How do I get over there? This is confusing. Because there's no way I make that. You didn't finish this game? I did give up on it, but I actually like it now. I was playing Zelda 2 when I started this game, and I think that game stressed me out so bad that I didn't like this game because I just didn't want to be playing Zelda anymore. Now it wants to make a fire, okay. Ooh, can I stand somewhere? I definitely like Breath of the Wild better. I kind of just don't get what I'm doing here. This game's harder, I think. Oh, I can go in here. Well, I don't know. I guess this game feels more... I don't know the word. It feels... I don't know. No, do I go through there? I don't know. What is the word I'm looking for? Like, there was more... Please don't fall. My god. There was more thought put into this game, I guess. Because Breath of the Wild, you just fight the same thing 4 times with different elements. Hey, oh, hey, please don't hurt me. I'm not- hold on. I don't have any stamina, please. Bye. Tulin, stop doing flips and come over here. Thank you. Wait, I don't know where to go. Do I go that way? Come on. Guess I'm gonna go this way. That is a big guy. Could just skip him altogether and go over here. What's under there? Doesn't look like anything. Hello? Why is this here? Link. Oh, there's rocks right there. I'm gonna have to do like some sort of trick shot here to get that. Hello? No. I need you to bounce. Please. No. Okay. I could just build a fire. And go up there. Oh my god, what's happening? Help! Why? Why did that happen to me? Link! Link! Oh my god, oh my god. There's too much happening right now. Why would that happen to me? Why? I don't want to fight him. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is he gonna do? I genuinely don't think I could fight that guy. What's happening? Did something just... What happened? How do I get back up there? Oh. The way Tulin's not doing a single thing to that guy. Oh right, Ascend exists. Thank you. It's literally on my thing right now. This game just has so much going on. Oh, he still wants to fight me. Can I just use a bomb? I got one of those earlier. Okay. This way. Can't really tell if there is a thing under that. I'm gonna hope and pray there is, though. There is. Hey. Oh, she's not gonna help me. Key. Why do I think Tulin's a girl? Oh my god. I just didn't want to use you. What is happening? What is trying to fight me? Here. Tulin, where are you? Only so far away. Why does it take so long to charge? I think they just killed that monster. Hey guys. Aracuda. Zigzag. Oh my god. Link! Please! Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What just happened? I'm so far away now. What the heck? Why would they do that? What the heck? I'm good, I think. Never mind. I'm fine. Please don't throw pots at me. I don't have a bomb. Oh my god. What is happening? I don't know, I probably don't need that anymore. Oh my god, please, just let me go! Please. Oh, now they want me to build stuff. I really don't want to do that. I don't even know what this is. Oh, he's coming up here, I think. Get him. I don't know what they want me to build. I don't want to build a... Oh. I mean, I guess I don't have to build it. I can just be stubborn and do something else. I don't know what that dragon head looking thing is. No. Hello? How do I use this? I just used this button. Sure, it doesn't matter. I don't know what this is. Oh, it blows fire, okay. I didn't mean to throw it. I wanted to do this. I honestly don't know what I'm building. This is kind of embarrassing. I hate this. I hate doing this. Sure, why not? I'm gonna build a fire. I need more wood. See how much faster that was? Not building something? I hate building.
Leave it to me.
I like the weather sounds. This looks like a nightmare to figure out. Please don't tell me the fight's gonna be me doing this. What in the world? Unbearable cold. Am I gonna get hurt? This is my first time flying this high. The air is pretty cold up here, huh? I'll be fine, but what about you, Link? Make sure you don't freeze, okay? Okay, there's like a shrine here for me to save. Or teleport. Oh my god, he's not warm enough. Link, go. Go! Go to the shrine. I have to go figure that out. Oh, you're just gonna give it to me, okay. Thank you. I have 12 minutes and 30 seconds of cold resistance on me. If I just buy more clothes, will that help? Okay, well, guess I'm going back to the ground. Oh my god, I'm so far away. You have to go somewhere, Link? I'll keep looking into whatever's going on with Princess Zelda and the Blizzard while you're away, but soar back when you can. Bye, I thought you were gonna come with me. You befriend a dog, it may lead you to something interesting? I didn't know that. Okay. Oh. I would like to buy those arrows. Can I sell you stuff?
Hi.
I'm broke. I really don't have anything to sell. That said you can make clothing, so I guess you can make things. I can make an elixir with that, maybe?
Ooh. Oh.
Do I have that wig yet? No.
Hi.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
already got pants. Guess I'll get this. I don't have anything else to sell, which sucks. A ladle. So what do I... Hold on. I'm gonna save first, just in case I mess this up. I don't know what to use with it. I'm gonna try this. I don't know. Oh, wow. And that's why I saved. I might Google what to use that with. I might cheat a little bit. Oh, I think it just adds time to whatever elixir I'm making. Do I even have anything that I can use? I don't have another herb to mix with it. Okay, I got a little bit more time. Probably not enough. Which one did I just do? This one. Maybe my clothing will be enough.
Oh.
Link, you're back. Come on, we've got more investigating to do. You okay? I think we might be okay. Is a storm going? I don't know. I'm so nervous. Where do I go from here? Oh my god. There's no way. Is there a dungeon somewhere, or am I about to just go into a fight?
Leave it to me.
Oh, I don't think I can make that. It's moving away from me. I might. I'm so glad that my stamina resets there. Who's playing music over here? I was hoping there would be a dungeon. I assume there is, because I think that's why people like this game, because it has dungeons. Here. Oh my god, please don't move away from me. Oh, I'm not making that. Oh my god, please, Link. Please. He's scaring me. I don't know where to go. This looks familiar. Well, maybe you can help me when I get to whatever I'm doing. I've only done the Goron area. Rito was my favorite in Breath of the Wild, though, so maybe this will be easy. After all of this. Maybe they'll give me a break. That's not really the direction I wanted, but okay. Thank you. I'm glad I could afford the clothes so I didn't have to rely on all that food. I don't think I would have made it. Oh my god. Where am I going? Oh, it's nice up here. Is it gonna tell me where to go? Do I go in the cloud? Do I go there? Tulin, should I go in the cloud? That's the whole point of this, right? To see what's in the cloud? I'm going in. There's something in there, so... Wind Temple. The legendary Stormwind Arc. This looks scary. My phone died. Wow, so this is what was waiting for us in that huge cloud. This is the Stormwind Arc from the kids' song. Huh? Hi, Zelda. Huh? Ah. What the? This proves it, Link. The blizzard that's been pounding Rito Village is coming from there. Oh yeah, didn't I see someone here a minute ago? Weird. I could swear they were just here. Oh, you're crazy. Oh, so it's the same thing in this game too. Like everything's just repetitive. I have to open this thing like I did in the other temple. Looks like it's shut tight, but the source of that blizzard has got to be right under that hatch. Isn't there some way we can get it open? That sound. There it is again.
Brave fledgling. There are still 5 locks securing the hatch on the deck. Use your power to release all 5 locks, and the hatch should open.
Great.
Heed my words.
Okay, I heard it for sure this time. It was calling out to me loud and clear. The source of the blizzard messing up the village has got to be under this hatch. If that voice was right, it'll open once we find a way to release all 5 locks. We're so close. Come on, Link, let's go figure out how to open up those locks. Great. There's choo-choos up here. It's crazy. That one just blew up for some reason. Oh. Because of that guy, I guess. I don't know where to start. God. Oh my god. Just got here. Why does that have so many parts? That's so rude. Why is he so fast? Great, thank you. I thought I just got one of the things. I need something to attach this. Can I steal this? Can I have it, please? I don't think I can. Oh. Can I just... no. Girl, whatever. Do I have anything I can attach to it? Can I just do this? Yes. I'm so smart. My ads are gonna run soon. What is this? Hey, look at that. Is this for one of the locks? It's kind of shaped like a windmill. I think I have to put wind in it. No. And it, okay. Whatever. Do you mind moving? Got one.
Hey, Link! This thing opened one of the locks. We gotta find the other 4.
The random voice acting? Okay. Can you break this? No. Are there any on the side? No. I feel like I'm gonna have to figure out how to get over there and jump. What in the world? The advice I got last time was to climb instead of doing what it wanted me to do, so... climb until I find something. My ad started. I'm gonna take a break. I will be right back. I'm back. The Pokemon command does not work, unfortunately. I don't like how I can't be stubborn with the Ascend. That's crazy. I can't see. I obviously don't want to go into the wall, thank you. Thanks. Was this all ice? Okay. Can't really climb to anything, oh my god. I don't know how to get lower. Never mind, I found it. Oh my god. Let me eat something. I guess I don't really need this cold resistance. Please don't do that. Thanks for the fire fruit. Is this gonna hurt me? No. I didn't think that would be so easy. Ruby. Oh wow. Oh wow. I spoke too soon. Can I teleport back here? Oopsies. Okay. Hi, peace. Then I'm gonna need you to help me. I don't know how I made that. What does that help with? That did nothing. Oh my god. He's gonna throw the ruby at me. Link! Why would he not jump on him? The ruby rod? There wasn't something under any of those. Where the heck? Thank you. The Pokemon command doesn't work. I somehow deleted the Pokemon and the Littlest Pet Shop files.
Strong wind. Now.
That didn't work. Okay. The after work nap, that's understandable. Is this the thing that I'm supposed to open? I'm confused. What's up here? Can I see? I don't know how I got to this point. I don't know. Really don't know. I was like, okay, I'm gonna find Tulin, and then I started climbing into the sky, and now I'm here. Oh. I have no idea what happened. I was having a great time just climbing through the sky. Nowhere to go. Whoa. Those went everywhere. I'm very confused.
Strong wind.
I don't know what I thought that would do. Is there another way I can get in there? Where's the other one? Are they like... Oh. No, they're not this way. I don't know what to do. I fall down there like I did with this. There's nothing down there. Link, please. That's so rude. You forgot all of this? Hello. Didn't you say you didn't like this area?
Here it goes!
My nose is running. 1 second.
Three more to go. We can do it.
Did you like getting up here? Like the journey up? Because I had a blast. Okay, I got the only one I think that's down here. Yeah, the adventure here was fun. You should play Only Up. Or one of those other games that are like that. Maybe this. I was in that area earlier. There was like nothing going on. I didn't even know. I don't even know if I was in the area. There was just a Gerudo woman standing somewhere. So I guess I was close to it, but I don't know.
Here it goes!
I'm going back over here. Maybe I missed something. Well, that opened, so maybe I should go up here. Oh. I don't understand where... Yeah, there's nothing even over here. I don't know what I'm doing. And then...
Yes! Yeah!
How do I get in here? That didn't help. Is there like a door? Do I go... Gotta be a spy? Oh, I have to be a spy? I have to go from the roof? Oh, the lasers? I already went over there. Was there a door over there? Button. Oh my god. Is there a door somewhere? Unbearable heat. I have to fall? Like, I have to hit the lasers and fall like I did earlier? Or... 'cause I mean, I already fell to get in this area. Fall down a passage? What? What does that mean? I'm gonna try to go on the roof. See if that helps. You're not Zelda Dungeon? Zelda Dungeon hasn't been to my streams in a while. Oh my god. Oh, it blew up. Okay. I didn't even, like, look around. I'm gonna go straight to the roof. Well, not like this, probably. I don't think I can. Hold on. Link, stop climbing. I can get up maybe here. Please don't fall, Link. Please don't fall. He fell. That's crazy. Is it even gonna help me? He just pushed me. Oh, let me go over here. Great. Now I think I want to go on that side. There's no way I can get over there. I could just go to that. Hello? Oh, maybe this is where the fight happens. There is nothing up here. Well... Ooh, found something. Why did I just get pushed? I don't know what I'm doing. Buttons. Can I melt this? Yes. It didn't melt all the way. Bruh. Hopefully I don't need any more of those. Really all I came in here for. Let me in. Wait. Oh, this is the room. That's the beginning. Get on the water, Link. So I found nothing. Hi, thank you. I got them from Amazon. Welcome in. How are you? I don't know where I'm going. Can you not? I don't know. I'm lost. I haven't really been over here. Oh, this isn't open. How do I open this? Oh, the eyeball didn't fit. Okay. happening above us? They're banging on the floor. Okay. Everyone keeps pushing me, I swear. I don't know how to get in here. What is happening up there? Can you hear it in the stream? Okay. Computer noises, I don't know if you could hear that. Phone died. Hello, please load. Thank you. So I'm lost. I don't know. What is happening up there? Can you go knock on their door and ask what's happening? Shit. Oh my god. I guess I didn't go this way either, did I? No. A Zelda game, yes, finally I'm playing a Zelda game. That's true. Alert the media. I don't have anything to like... I have this. But that doesn't... How do I... Can't I like fuse things? How do I do that? I don't know how to do it. Thank you. I'm not prepared. Hold L. Oh. Why is that there? Do I have to drop the item? I'm confused. Figured it out. What do you mean not with a ruby? That's the... Hello? I don't want to fuse. I want to use my sword. Thank you. Must have burnt everything that was inside of it. I don't want to waste that, though. That's just what these guys were using, so I copied them. Can I go down here? No. I'm lost. Oh. I didn't know it exploded. Can you actually just do what I want you to do, Link? Is this thing gonna blow me up? Okay, well. So I'm really lost. Please don't blow me up. Please don't blow me up. No. I don't know buttons. Oh, I already had one of these. Okay. I thought I had one of them. guess I'm exploring. Hello, I tried to pick you up. I don't know how to get to anything. Who's trying to fight me? Arrows. I must need a lot of arrows for this fight. I don't know. I'm back in here, but I don't know what to do in here. I already did that. How do I get in here? Obviously not through that. I don't even know where the other one is. I'm nearing that. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn my camera off and I'm gonna grab it. I can't put the hat on with my hair up like that, so. How can you tell when trains are really hungry? I don't know. How? I didn't do this. I got a pot and a bomb. You hear them chew, chew, chew. That's great. That sounds like one of those jokes that Saribot tells me at the beginning of my stream. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of embarrassed. It's probably like really obvious. I've probably walked past it. My head's starting to hurt. Who? I'm gonna try jumping again. That was 911. No. I can't believe that wasn't it. it's not. Is there a reason I can go on these? I wish I could see in here more. I'm really scared to do whatever the fight is for this. So I just know I'm gonna be bouncing on those trampolines the entire time. I don't know. I'm lost. Been everywhere. What's happening? Oh, please don't do that. No. How did you not kill him? That's crazy. I think I'll enjoy it if I ever get there. If I can ever find everything else I need to do. I wish I could... Instead of ascending, I wish I could descend. Can I go in there? Can I go in this thing? Like, please. Thank you. Oh, okay. You didn't have to push me off like that. What is happening? What has lasers? Oh, that thing. I was literally just on top of you. Why didn't you shoot me then? I'm completely lost. I don't know what's happening. Can I jump into this air? I don't know. How the heck do I get in there? There's also one up here that I haven't done. I don't know how to get in there either. Link, stop climbing. Stop. Please. Can I grab that? I don't know what to do with it. Oh. No, I can go under this. What? Alright, there was this. I don't know what to do about it. I think that's where... thing. Thank you for lurking. Uh-oh. Where's this the... I don't know. Okay, it's not that. This isn't... I already tried that. I put like a stick on it or something. That's probably not big enough. I have to continuously move this. Thanks, I'm not gonna remember that. I didn't even read it. I didn't mean to do that. No, stop. I'm not smart enough to play this game. Like, I have an idea, but it's just not happening. Oh, recall. I'm stupid. Hold on. I'm stupid. Can you please go faster? Forgot I had this option. Please don't crush me. Thank you. I just wasted a fan, but whatever. Dylan, come here.
Three down, two to go. We're almost done, Link.
Great. I still don't have any ideas on how to get to the other ones. What was in here? This area is useless. Maybe go to the spot really far down below. Oh, it's probably gonna take me really far up. Need to ascend into that room. There's nothing over here. I'm gonna see if I can cheat this. Can I get the— can you move? Thank you. Oh, I might not be able to. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work. Never mind. I just can't ascend anywhere that I would like to ascend. They really thought about it. I don't understand how to get into this room. And I wish I could descend. I have to go back over here. Like, I don't even see... Okay. My head is really starting to hurt. I'm just gonna touch this, see what happens. Why would Tulin push me? Please grab this. Is that how I'm supposed to get in there? I'm confused. That made me dizzy. Link, let go.
All set. Yeah.
I don't understand. Does it look like you can fall into the roof? But I tried that. It looks like the roof in there opens. Okay, well, I didn't mean for him to actually fall. I was playing Game Boy Advance. I'm so confused. Oh, it does open. I have to open it. I think. Hopefully. Okay. I'm a bit stupid for not noticing that earlier. Oh my god. How do I do this? How did I not die? Doolin, come here.
Here it goes. only have one.
Okay. I don't know how to get to the last one. Oh my god. What does that mean? Like, please do something. How do I get in there? Can you not? I'm busy. That didn't work. Okay, now I feel stupid. Who's pushing me? What's happening? Recall. Else we're gonna start. What's in there? I'll figure out how. Does that make this open? No. What? I gotta stop. Please give it back to me, thank you. I did it.
That's it, Link.
I don't know why that
We've
took me so
unlocked
long to
them all.
figure out.
We should be able to open up the hatch on the main deck now. Come on.
Oh, let's go. Okay, my ads are running. So I'm gonna take a break before this fight. I will be right back. Hey, I'm back. I put my hair back up without looking, so hopefully I don't look too busted. Okay. Part of me feels stupid for taking that long to figure this out, but also I feel kind of smart because I usually use walkthroughs very quickly after I feel like I'm stuck. And I didn't look it up at all. Oh no. Where are we going?
Okay, let's go.
Who are we fighting? Scourge of the Wind Temple, Caldera. There are so many things I feel like I have to do to this guy.
That must be what's causing the blizzard.
Do I shoot his eyes or his stomach?
This wind is so strong. Don't get blown away, Link.
I don't know what to do. I land on him? Oh my god, he's gonna shoot me. That's crazy. That's actually crazy, Link. Why? Did I not? I was like, why can I not shoot anything? I've pressed the button so many times.
It's really, really big, but I'm sure we can do it.
That's not.
There's gotta be a
I
way
hate
through it
mines.
somewhere.
That's crazy. That's also crazy. Can I please hit your eyeball? Oh my god. I can't hit his eye. It's not doing anything, actually, I think. Land here, maybe? Oh my god.
That worked.
That's what I needed to do? Where'd he go? What's happening?
Link,
Help.
below you.
Ah! What do I do? Okay. I'm stressed.
That's a nice one.
I'm surprised the stamina just recovers like that. Ew, he looks weird now. I don't think this angle's working. Really? I can't reach him? Hello? I just suck right now. Oh, I hit it. Oh. Where am I? What's happening? Hello? I don't know what just happened. I assume he did something to me, but... He go. I just shot that by accident. I can't. This is not my best work. How did I not get it that time? What the heck? I forgot that I could use Tulin. Hello? Why did I not shoot? What is happening in there? Did it break? Oh my god.
Really bad. Careful.
I have no food. Why can I not hit this guy? Please. I just bumped my microphone, my bad. Where'd he go? I don't even know. Hit something happen. Oh my god. I can't do anything. That was easier than shooting. I wasted so many arrows.
We have to stay clear of those tornadoes.
Oh.
Be careful.
I was going right into it. Do I just do the same thing? Or do I get his eyes this time? Oh my god. Help! I don't know what you want me to do.
Tornado.
How am I supposed to go anywhere then? Come here.
Incoming.
Come closer to me. Ah! No!
Way to go, Link. I'll help you.
Link, get it together. Please.
It's coming from below again.
Oh. Link.
Great job, Link.
Okay, I need him to do that more often, I think. Thank you. Come on, shoot your things at me so I can land on your back and kill you. You're just gonna go in a circle. Link! Oh my god. Hello? Oh, there he is.
Here we come again.
No.
Just a little more, Link.
You just gotta do that while I'm all the way over here. I don't think I'm gonna get to him in time. I did it. The way I don't think I used Tulin's thing a single time in that fight. That probably would have helped me get there easier. I'm surprised I didn't use the trampolines in that either. Yeah, I got a heart.
Tulin, my brave fledgling.
I know that voice. It's you. You're the one who's been guiding us?
Yes, I am your ancestor from a time long ago.
You're a little freaky.
I proudly served Hyrule's first king. I was a Rito warrior and a sage with control of the wind. Where you fight, the winds follow. I would expect nothing less from my descendant. You make me proud. That monster you defeated, the source of that intense blizzard, it was summoned by the Demon King. He thought it could stop you from obtaining the stone you just found. My secret stone.
Demon
They're
King?
secret stones.
Secret stone?
This is a lot to learn all of a sudden, I know. But listen while I tell you what happened in the past. A tale of the imprisoning war. And the mission our people must accomplish. Years ago, when the kingdom of Hyrule was still young, a great evil, the Demon King, descended on the land. He sought to wipe out anyone who opposed him. But Rauru, the first king of Hyrule, requested my aid, as well as that of 5 other warriors, to fight the Demon King. Rauru gave us secret stones. Powerful objects that enhanced our formidable abilities. I carried one into battle as the Sage of Wind. It was thrilling to fight alongside my fellow sages. Yet we were still no match for the Demon King's overwhelming power. His magic was staggering, and I was unable to slip past his defenses, no matter how hard I tried. In the end, King Rauru realized that we would not be able to defeat the Demon King. To save our world, King Rauru sacrificed himself and sealed the
It's so
Demon
sad.
King away.
So that was the imprisoning war.
Some time later, another of the 6 sages, the Sage of Time, came to visit me, and her request would define the Rito's mission in the future.
The Demon King
What to
will
say? You're just
return.
gonna stand
The magic
there?
binding him will be undone. When that time comes, a noble swordsman named Link will oppose him. But Link will only succeed with the Rito's help. Summon the winds and support this hero.
It was clear what part the Rito would play.
It will be an honor to defeat the Demon King. I swear to you that when the Demon King returns, the Rito Sage of Wind will awaken once more. and you can count on the full support of the Rito.
And now you know about the imprisoning war, and a mission I accepted on our behalf. You've saved Rito Village, but there's more to do. The Demon King will soon recover his full strength. Tulin, my brave fledgling, you must take up my secret stone and honor the Sage of Time's request. Fight the Demon King with the swordsman Link.
What would Tulin even do? Am I gonna be flying in the final fight?
So it's my mission to fight the Demon
That
King
whole
with
scene
you?
was so bright.
Link! This is so amazing! I can't believe my ancestor gave me such an important mission. And it involves fighting alongside you to save the world! If we don't do anything, then the world is gonna be in big trouble. I can't let that happen. I'll do this! I'll happily take this secret stone!
What are they doing upstairs? It sounds like they're jumping on a trampoline or something. There's like a spring noise. What could that possibly be
I am
other
the
than a
Sage of
trampoline?
Wind. Look! Check out what I can do now!
Is that what they were building? A trampoline? That's what it sounds like.
Link, hold out your hand.
I'm over here.
I, Tulin, the Sage
keep
of
getting
Wind,
caught in my
swear
chair.
to fight by your side until the end.
Mhm.
Take this. It's proof that I'm with you.
Why are you green? Huh? No, Tulin. I'm trying to figure out what's going on upstairs. It's a trampoline. I don't know. I'm ordering food. That's why I'm looking down.
You can use that ring to call on my power anytime, all right? Okay, let's head back to the village and tell Dad.
Aw. I don't know what sauce to get. What's happening? Why is it taking so long? You didn't get a side? Here, I put my stuff in. Well, I'm okay. Oh yay, it's not gonna be winter time anymore.
Oh?
You guys, you did it. I don't know why I read that like that. Yeah, it turns out it was easy once we started working together. This was no small feat. I still can't believe the Stormwind arc from the children's song was real. Me neither. You could have knocked me over with a feather. For a job well done, Tulin. Wait, what? This bow meant so much to you, and now you're giving it to me? It was always my intention to give it to you once you came of age as a warrior. Now they're dragging a boulder across their apartment upstairs. Dad. Thank you. I'll prove to you I've become a warrior worthy of carrying it. One thing's still bothering me, Link. You know that woman who called herself the Sage of Time? From the vision we got after I touched the secret stone? Not only did she look real familiar, she even said your name. Do you think that was really Princess Zelda? And if it was, did the princess go way, way back to the time of my ancestors? I'm not the only one who's seen her, though. There have been sightings of the princess in other regions, too. There's still so many questions. I gotta know more about the figure we saw in the Stormwind arc, so I'm gonna look into it personally. Next time you see me, I'll have more information about Princess Zelda, so check in with me sometime, okay? And remember, with my Sage's power, the two of us can keep working together no matter what. Okay. I don't know when I'm gonna use you. I want Rivali. Okay. My head is killing me and I'm hungry, so... That's gonna be it for me today. I will be back on Thursday with this game, and I will have a YouTube video out tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST. If anyone's interested in subscribing to me, please. And I hope everyone has a good night. Let me pull Rye up. I'm raiding Rye. I don't know if I said that. Rye's playing Minish Cap, so I have to raid and run for spoilers because I've never played that one. But I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a good night. Stay safe. Have a good day tomorrow. Bye.